Okay, welcome back to our class, the Catalyst, to our channel, the Catalyst. And today's lesson number 3, is going to be on operators and expressions in C language. And our objectives in this lesson will be to understand arithmetic, relational, and logical operators. And then we are going to write expressions using these operators. We use operators to perform basic calculations and operations. Okay, so without wasting time, we'll move to the C++, where we are going to do all these operators. So we'll start with, first of all, declaration of variables that we will use for our operators. So we'll declare the variables which we are going to use. So in this case, we'll deal with A and B as integers. Okay, declare A and B as integers. We also have other variables like add, which will be addition. We'll have multiplication. We will have modulus. Those are integers. We'll have subtraction, which is sub. What again? Okay, then we'll have floats. Our floats, do we even need to put floats? Maybe we'll declare everything and then we'll cast. Yes, it's better that way. So we also have division, that is integer division. Okay, we have division and what again? Now, I will prefer that we use division as a float. Okay, we have addition, subtraction, all of that. We'll have increment. We'll see how to increment and do other operators. Okay, so without wasting time, we'll declare that add should be the addition of A and B. Then we'll give some initial values to A and B. Say A is 2 and initially let B be 6. So we'll test this. We have add sub, which is A minus B. Okay, we have div, which is going to be A. First of all, cast. Yes, we want them to be float. Since we are dealing with integers, these two numbers are integers. So we say A divided by B should be converted to a float. That's a fraction. We have multiplication, which is mod, and it is A times B. Okay. What again? Modulus. Okay, we forgot we did not do modulus. So mod should be equals to A percentage B for modulus. That is A modulus B. Okay. So after that, now we'll print the content of these variables. To test our operators. So we are going to have a printf, which will test percentage D. Sorry, percentage D. This one is for addition. Okay, percentage D plus percentage D equals to percentage D for the addition. Okay, and then we'll call on the variable add to give us a result. Sorry. So maybe I'll just copy this and make some copies. Okay. We need 5 for these operators. Okay, percentage G equals to percentage G for addition, percentage G minus percentage G for sub. So sub. The next is for division. Division here we'll put percentage dot 2f for floats. Okay, because we want it to appear fully as a float. Okay. The next done addition will take multiplication. Multiplication, it should be mod here, more, and this will be for modulus. Modulus, and what is it? Mode. Oh, we forgot the other variables. The first will be A, the second is B. That's to represent these values here as the percentage G, percentage here. So maybe I'll just copy this. As a programmer, you need to maximize time. So I don't want to waste time, most especially as I'm doing this video. I want to maximize the time so that I will not waste a lot of time. So that is it. So let's test. We'll save our program as operators. Looks like there was already a program, so that's fine. So we'll now run our code and see how it is going to look like. So see how it's going to look like. We still have 2 divided by 6 as 0. Why are we having this? Okay, let's check the errors before. Okay, 2 plus 6 is 8, correct? 2 minus 6 is -4. But 2 divided by 6 is equals to 0. Why? Because it's an integer division. Integer division is correct. So we'll convert it to float. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 mod 6 is 2, correct? So it's just the casting now that has to be done. Okay. We just need to cast. I don't see anything. Is it that we need to remove those brackets for you to cast? Still same result. Sorry. How to work? Voila. So that is it. So you now see that 2 divided by 6 is 0.33. So the casting is okay. So I've done all the arithmetic operators. This is for arithmetic operators. Okay, so we'll move to the other operators, like for instance, we have relational operators. Okay. So we have relational operators before we move to the last operators. So relational operators, they are of different types. Okay, we have, for instance, equals to, not equals to, greater than, less than, greater than or equals to, all of that. So we will just take some of them. Okay, we'll take some of them to verify. So we'll check for instance for equals to verify if two numbers are equals. Maybe I will just say if a equals to if it's equals to, this one is for comparison, so we use two equal sign. Okay, as you can see here, maybe I should just increase the font size to something bigger. Okay, in our editor, let's increase the font. So I have this. Looks like it's too large. Okay, so we see, let's verify if A and B are equal. If they are equal, we print this one, we'll call it relational operators. So we start with that. So if A and B are equal, you print the message they are equal. Okay, and if those two numbers are not equal, we go to another statement where we will now verify if I want to use now if they are different. To verify not the same, we use exclamation equals to B. That is to check if A and B are. So if that is the case, let me just be copying this so that I will not need to be typing. So if they are different, you say they are not equal. Okay, then maybe next condition will take another else if to verify if A is greater than B. So if that is the case, we print A is greater. A is greater than B. So now maybe I will just put them in if statement, individual if statements. As we can see there, I will take the next one to verify if it is less than, if A is less than B. If A is less than B, we will see A is less than, sorry. A will print A is less than B. Okay, I'm just using the different operators. So I'll move to greater than or equals to. So I will say A is greater than or equal to B. That's the message. And then I will try for less than or equals to. A is less than or equal to B. Okay, and then I think those are the relational operators in C. So let's run and see how it's going to look like. I don't want us to go back to modulus, but anyway, there's no problem. It's just a print. We'll print and see how it looks like, those operations. Now, let me close. I will use this \n because I don't want it to be the same line. So let's see now. So they are not equal. Why are they not equal? Because 2 is not equal to 6. Okay. Now A is less than B. 2 because 2 is less than 6. A is less than or equals to B. 2 because 2 is less than this. So we see that our operators. Now let's change the values. Let's swap the values. We give A 6 and we give B 2 so that we can also see how it verifies. They are not equal. A is greater than B. It's true. A is greater than or equals to B. So let's test now in the case where they are all equal. Say 2 and 2. Okay. It's supposed to print us a message. Say they are equal. A is greater than or equals to B. Yes. So that is just it. Okay. A is less than or equals to B. That's true. It's supposed to print that. So that is it about relational operators. Now let's see the last one, logical operators. So let's move to logical operators. For logical operators, which example are we going to take for logical operators? Maybe I'll erase all of these other things we've done before and move to just the logical operators. Okay, so logical operators, they are of type, we have the and, or, and not. Okay, so we can take some examples where A is 5, B is say 10. Okay, and then we start comparing them. As simple as that. So for operators, let's start with if, for instance, A is greater than 0, and that's the and, okay, and operator, and B is also greater than 0, we can say, we can print a message saying they are positive numbers. They are positive numbers. Okay. Now, we can also put a statement where we verify if the numbers are zeros. Okay. What did I just do? So we'll verify if A is equals to 0 and B is equals to 0. It will print they are all zeros. Okay. Then the last one is to see if they are not equal. Okay, if they are not equal. So what do we do? If A is not equal to B, just like we did previously, you will simply say not equals to B. They are not equal. Simple. Okay, so let's see how it goes. So which backslash, I've just discovered that they appear on the same line. So let's try this. So remember, we have 5 and 10. So it says they are positive numbers, true, and they are not equal. Good. So let's see if we could make them equal. If the message is going to appear, they are positive numbers and they are not equal. They are positive numbers and what do we do here? Okay, let's just try. Let's make them zeros instead. Making them zeros, it means only this message will appear there as zeros. Okay, they are all zeros. Now I did not test the OR. I did not test OR. So let's go to OR. We put this. If A is equals to 0 or B equals to 0, you print OR. If any of them, you will say 1 is 0. One of the numbers is 0. That's to test the OR. So I will change and put 5. So if any of them is 0, we put that. So obviously, it's going to be one of the numbers is 0 and they are not equal. Correct. So that is it about operators in C language. See you in our next class where we move to the next lesson, which will be on our next lesson is going to be on control structures. Okay. See you then. And if you have not yet subscribed, please try as much as possible to subscribe and share our videos. It will go a long way to encourage us. Thank you very much and see you in our next class.